Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Come on, stand up and let's sing along. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Say hello to somebody around you. Oh, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Woo! Oh, there's nothing like calisthenics in the morning.
How is everybody? Are we
Well,
on?
yes, we are on.
I'm on. Will you unmute me, Gary? Barry is doing a lot this
Yes.
morning, so
Our man.
bear with Barry.
Yeah,
and
that's
us.
right. Give him a big round of applause. Yes.
Well, welcome to Spiritual Center of the Desert. Those of you in the room, and we've got a good crowd today.
Yes, very
and
much.
those of you that are coming in online, thank you for joining us today. If you are joining us online, please like us and subscribe so that we can get in that right algorithm where we're going farther out into the universe.
Perfect.
Right?
All right, we've got a lot of stuff going on, but first, let's see who's here for the first time. First-time visitors, please, we'd like to have you stand up. We'd like to recognize you, please. Go ahead. Beautiful. Hello. Well, here we go.
You are welcome here. You are welcome here.
You are welcome here.
So following service, new people, we have goodies for you. If you go into the foyer, there's a welcome area, and we've got some books for you. I think we have Christine's beautiful book that she's written that she's gifted to new people. We have an email list you can sign up so you can get on our e-blast, because we have so much going on all summer long. And if you have questions, we have many people here, ministers, practitioners, and the Board of Trustees. Would you all mind standing so these people can see who you are?
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Beautiful. Wonderful.
These are our people. They lead this center spiritually and business, and they are here to answer any questions you might have. So introduce yourselves to them if you want to just have a nice connection with who we are here. So who are we here?
Okay.
Who are we?
Well, if you would like to know, this is our mission statement right here behind us. And so let's say this together.
We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives, one heart at a time.
Wonderful.
Now, I know it's June 7th, but this is the first Sunday of the month, which is our time to celebrate the June birthday. So if your birthday is in the month of June, please stand up so we can sing happy birthday to you. Woo!
Yeah, very nice. Well, well, this is for y'all.
This is for y'all. Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
June birthdays.
Happy
special shout out to Judith. May I say how old she is, or is that? She's 86 on Monday, tomorrow. So
Wow.
this,
Good job.
a special shout out to you. Happy birthday. Okay, so we got some announcements. Reverend David, would you please come up here? Reverend David?
Reverend David.
Please stop talking. Come
Reverend
up
David,
here.
hello.
Your class.
Earth calling.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
A class.
Come on up. Talk to the
Okay.
good people.
So I'm bringing this class back because I think it's an important work for now in today's world. It's about transforming your consciousness and awakening. Someone asked me why it's called the New Earth. Eckhart Tolle is using a biblical phrase here from Isaiah saying that God will bring a new heaven and a new earth. Eckhart Tolle interprets a new heaven as a state of consciousness, a state of being. And it is through this state of being, and only through this state of being, that we can create and reflect that consciousness on earth as heaven. So it is a class on awakening and inner transformation. So we're starting on Thursday, and 6 o'clock. We'll be over across in the room 2. So hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You can,
All right, so we have a lot of announcements, a lot of stuff going on, so we're going to kind of roll through these relatively quickly, but we have calendars available for everything.
right, just want to say too, if you want to sign up for Reverend David's class, you can do it online through our website, or you can call the office, or you can just jump in, just drop by, and we can register you on the first day of class.
And now your
Speaking of
class.
classes, I am doing just a seminar about forgiveness. During my last class, it became known to all of us that we have forgiveness work to do, so here we go. It's going to be Monday, June 26th, 6 to 8 p.m., just a love offering. Bring pen and paper and something to write on, because we're going to be doing some work inside of this beautiful, beautiful workshop that's going to relieve you of a lot of stuff you might be carrying around. So.
Very nice.
And sound immersion is this Friday, 6 p.m. Just join us. Reverend David leads a beautiful sound bath, very unique to this valley, and we would love to have you come by. All you have to do is put your mat down and lay down, and we'll do the rest.
And help moving chairs.
And help, well, that's today after service. And the men's group is this Saturday, 12:30 p.m. over in Costa Hall.
Yeah.
And the Rainbow Connection group has an event coming up, Drag Queen Bingo. It is going to be on, let's see, the July 17th, 6 p.m. You can buy your tickets online, or you can call the office. And I do want to make note, the Rainbow Connection people have a table out there. They have a lot of stuff going on. They're selling some things for safety. Go see them. They've got events coming up. They will be pausing their Wednesday meeting. So talk to them about what that means, but they'll answer all your questions, and they're very active in what they're giving us to do for fun.
Exactly.
That's it. We
That's
did
it.
it.
All right, we
Yay.
did. All right.
Okay, we're ready.
Let's do this.
Being all my friends, we're all misunderstood. Say we stand for nothing, and there's no way we ever could. Now we see everything that's going wrong with the world and those who lead it. We just feel like we don't have the means to rise above and beat it. So we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. It's hard to beat the system when we're standing at a distance. So we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. Now if we had the power to bring our neighbors home from war, they would have never missed a Christmas. No more ribbons on the door. Now trust your television. What you get is what you got. 'Cause when they own the information, oh, they can bend it all they want. That's why we're waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting on the world to change. Yeah, it's not that we us know that the fight ain't fair. So we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. Yeah. We're still waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. Yeah. One day our generation is gonna rule the population. We keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. No, we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting. Change, waiting on the world to change.
So just to let you guys know, Bob, our normal, nobody's normal here, what am I saying? Bob, we claim that we're good with it. Bob Hamilton, he's the director of our band and our music team, he's on vacation for a few weeks, and Barry has stepped in to lead, and so far so good. That's all I can say, so far so good. Well, this being the first Sunday of the month, it is the tradition at our center to talk about some of the world religions and spiritual philosophies that influenced the person who founded the spiritual philosophy that we teach here, Ernest Holmes. And so Ernest studied religions because he wanted to bring together all the good stuff, the universal truths that are found in many of the philosophies and spiritual traditions that are present in the world during his time especially. And we love it. We love what he brought to this world because he allows everybody to come together, no matter if you were brought up Catholic or Jewish or atheist, it doesn't matter, because what he brought was an ability to connect with that infinite source and presence of life that we all are, no matter what you call it. Whether you call it God, whether you call it spirit, whether you call it infinite intelligence or love. It means the same thing to all of us if we were to just drill down and feel that heart energy. That's what Ernest taught. So today we're going to honor some of those religions and spiritual philosophies that he learned from, that he brought through. So the first one is the Tao, and the Tao is a spiritual philosophy. It's a way to live life. And that's really what all spiritual philosophies and religions are all about, a way to live your life where you feel connected, where you don't feel alone. And the Tao teaches us about the wholeness of life that's always present, that everything is one, everything is part of and an expression of a source of life that is really kind of unknowable and difficult to articulate with the human mind, but it's something we all can kind of get a sense of and know in our heart. So the Tao teaches us there's no difference between light or dark, or as I always say, cats and dogs. Everything is one and complements each other. And so in this world, in this universe of things happening, it's all about balance and order. Balance and order, and that's what the Tao teaches us. The next is Judaism. And Judaism teaches us about spiritual law, that the universe is not a chaotic, crazy place, although it feels like it sometimes, but it is not. There is spiritual law that is orchestrating everything. And so Judaism teaches us to learn about what that spiritual law is and to use it in our lives, to use it consciously and positively. Because when we're in alignment with that spiritual law, it brings about a better life experience. It allows us to be centered in truth and to be able to navigate this life from a higher perspective. And the next is Buddhism. And Buddhism teaches us that all suffering is the result of attachment. So Buddhism teaches us to examine what we're so attached to that it's causing us to suffer, and to lighten up and let go and come to a place of feeling what we might call spirit, or that presence, that energy that is everywhere present within us. Because when we can take a step back and identify with that energy, we realize that we don't need to be attached to anything at all, because life is always changing. And when we know our source energy, then we can go through this life feeling peaceful. And the next is Christianity. Christianity teaches us about love, about brotherhood and sisterhood. It teaches us that within all beings, there is a humanity that we all are, regardless of our upbringing, regardless of the culture, regardless of our gender. We are all one in our humanity and our spirituality. And so Christianity teaches us to be kind. It teaches us to have compassion. It teaches us to understand other people when we can't understand them, because when we have understanding, we can open up and feel love. And the next is Islam. And Islam has a wonderful spiritual practice that resonates for us here, because we're all about the power of prayer. And so Islam teaches us and teaches those who follow it that you got to pray 5 times a day. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because if you just stop whatever you're doing 5 times a day throughout the day, just stop and tune in, connect, and pray, that 5 times a day is going to be giving you a consciousness that's raised and elevated, where no matter what you're doing in your life, you're going to have that ability to feel that oneness because you're steeped in it. So we're grateful to know that Islam has a wonderful practice that we all can use in our own lives. And the next is New Thought, which is what we are. New Thought is unity, science of mind, religious science, divine science. These are the spiritual philosophies that came up probably during the late 1800s, early 1900s, because people knew that there was more to religion and philosophy than they had been taught. They felt that they don't need to have an intermediary, that they could feel that presence inside of themselves. And so New Thought brought that into an organized fashion to a greater population of the world at that time. And people loved it, as do we. Because for those of us who are kind of renegades and we like to do it our own way, New Thought gave us permission and showed us the way to find that place within ourselves called spirit or source. And the last is for what's next, because there is a what's next. Because we're evolving, we're expanding, and we're changing. And we're going to want more things that connect us with our soul, with that spirit. And so we're open and receptive and excited to see what's next, what comes after us that shows us how we can connect in and feel that presence in an even deeper way. So we're grateful to whatever shows up as religion or spirituality that brings people to a place of oneness. And so that wraps that up, everybody. I'm going to invite you now just to allow yourself, just if something came to mind that is interesting to you about a spiritual philosophy or a religion that I spoke to you about, just let yourself be with that. See what it's awakening you to. And as we do that, we're going to move into our meditation time, which is a time for you. It's a time for me. It's a time for all of us just to drop anything that we're carrying on our heart right now. We're going to drop it, and we're going to come to a place of receptivity and openness. Openness to love and light and spirit that the music will bring forward, that our prayer will definitely anchor us into. And so as we take this time as a spiritual community, just to relax and just open up to that intuitive love and light within ourselves to speak to us, I just invite you to meet that and see what it has to say for you. So let's take a big breath of air in. And as we exhale, just let go, let your body relax. And if you'd like to close your eyes, this is a good time to do that. Thank you.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. together. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, get ready, my soul. One more time all together. Get ready, get ready, my soul.
I invite everyone to just take a deep, holy breath together, releasing anything that is not of love. I'm grateful, so grateful to be right here in this eternal now moment, speaking the word and experience the love in this community. I'm recognizing and knowing that there is only one thing happening in our life experience. My life experience is all God, all love. It's my one source, my one supply for all things, and it is all loving and good. And because of the oneness that each of us is with the one essence of life, I know that our lives are divinely guided, directed, and guarded, and that divine intelligence works through us at all times. So intuitively, we just know the next right step, the next right action, the next right word to speak in every situation is for our highest good. And I know that everything is unfolding in divine right action, divine right order, and in divine right timing. So what I've learned is that there's so much power in this moment, in the now moment, that I can pray, I can tell my higher power my heart's desires, but I have to let go and trust then. So I'm just knowing that any fear, doubt, and worry based on what I desire in the future is taken up now into the ethers and transmuted into pure love and light for the healing of the planet. It is replaced with faith, trust, and confidence that all needs are met here. And we know that this is the truth because we are emanations of the Most High, here to radiate the love and the peace that we wish to experience here on the planet. And so I allow this prayer to manifest as I release it into the law as law. And we say together, and so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Amen.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. I awake to this holy silence. I hear all that has never been said, and right here in this holy silence I find God. I find myself. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. I awake to this holy silence. I hear all that has never been said, and right here in this holy silence I find God. I find myself. You find God. You find yourself. And we find God. We find ourselves. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. We are all one. We are all one. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody's pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Saying, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Take it away. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody's pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Everybody singing, don't worry, yeah, about a thing, hey, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah, you all know it. Singing, don't worry, hey, about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, hey, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Woo! Thank you, guys.
Do you have me on? Oh, you do. Thank you. Barry, you are a master. Were they not great? Was that not so good? Woo! That is my kind of service to start out with Bob Marley, right? I mean, does it get much better than that? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Great job. Nice to meet you. So speaking of worry, many of you know that I was raised in a Jewish home, and worry was everywhere all the time, never not there. And especially my grandmother. I've spoken of her many times up here. She was salt of the earth, and she had a lot of trauma because she came over from Poland, narrowly escaped the concentration camps, and her whole family perished. But her husband and her son, and soon my mom was born, and she started a beautiful family here. But that worry, man, she carried it with her. And I remember I'd be sitting with her in her dining room, and I'd be watching her. She liked to look out the window, and I knew she was worrying. And there's a lot that we get programmed, that gets programmed in us when we're young, right? And most everything, I just took it in and let it settle and program me. But that worry thing, I couldn't take that. I couldn't, thank God. But I would look at my poor sweet grandma just worrying and fretting, and I thought, that can't be the way to do life. I was like, I can't be a worry person my whole life, and I'm so grateful because it really allowed me to find my spirituality and what made me feel safe in this world. So I'm really grateful that I had that moment of mindfulness to say worry does not help anything. Because the word worry, okay, you know me, I love my word origins. So the word worry in Old English, I'm not going to even pronounce that because I don't know how to say it, but it means to strangle or choke. Does not worry make us feel like we're suffocating? Yes? Yes, it does. It is not productive. It doesn't help us. It really tampers with our energy, and it does no good for us. But yet, we continue to worry. Why do we? It is a choice. I'm sorry, everybody. It's a choice. You can sit there and say, no, we have to worry. It's not a choice. There's troubling things in our lives, in the world. We must worry. And I'm here to say, no, you must not. You must not worry. Worry is a control mechanism. This is why we do it. It allows us to have a measure of control. When something is upsetting to us and challenging to us, it gives us a measure of control. And it's a survival strategy, right? If I can anticipate all possible threats, then I'm prepared. So worry serves our survival instinct, and gives us an opportunity to say, well, I'm ready for any horrible thing to come up. And my whole body is shaking with that energy. Horrible things are going to come, but I'm prepared for them. Does that sound good? I don't think so. It keeps our energy moving, right? Because when we're in that state of panic or fear, our energy gets to move through the worry energy, right? At least we're doing something. At least I'm worrying. But yet again, we're not really using our minds to their best. So it also gives us an opportunity to say, well, the responsibility is all on me. It's all on me alone. And so again, there's a level of control there. So it's really all about being able to control circumstances or experiences that have come into our lives that have caused us to feel afraid, basically, in a nutshell. So it's a response. And I'm here to tell you that you don't need to respond like that to life anymore, because it's not healthy for us. So we've been led to believe that stress and worry can positively influence outcomes to challenging situations. How do you feel about that? Who taught us this stuff, right? I'm thinking, when I'm working on my talk, I'm just like going, what the heck? And we're still believing this. And I'm not shaming anybody, because there's times where I can get that worry can start up and then I have to do my thing to stop it. But I mean, it's like we've been so just immersed in this as being something you do to navigate through life, right? You must worry, because certainly there's going to be some sort of positive outcome if I continue worrying and feeling horrible and getting an ulcer and all those things, losing my hair. And then there's this. If we don't worry, we're ignoring reality. How do you like that one? If you're not worried, I remember, God, somebody has said this to me. I don't know if I was a child or an adult. I don't know. But somebody said, if you're not worried, that you're not paying attention. Oh my God, never say that to me, please. I hate that. It's like, are you kidding me? Now, we can be concerned. We can see things in our own life experiences, our friends, our family, our community, that cause us to be fearful and concerned. I get that. My point is, we don't want to stay in that energy of being afraid and worrying, because it's not giving us any kind of road to see possibilities. It's keeping us stuck in a place where we are just consumed in fear. And it is not ignoring reality. It is doing something about it by not worrying, by saying, okay, this is presenting something that's challenging, but I'm not going to worry. I'm going to go into a proactive, positive way in which to navigate this experience. So worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but never gets you anywhere. I love that, right? Isn't that perfect? And that was my grandma didn't have a rocking chair, but man, that's what she looked like. It was that poor thing. Oh, God. But it is. It's really, I guess what I'm trying to do here today is bring out of the unconscious this idea that worry is something we must do. Bring it out in the open. Expose it so we can start questioning it and not participating in the energy of worry. To be able to see it when it comes up and realize this is not productive. Let me choose a different way to respond to life. So Ernest Holmes' view on worry, he says it is a negative use of the mind, right? That's what Ernest was all about. How are you using your mind? This is negative worry. We don't want to use our minds negatively. We teach you that week after week, class after class. Be careful how you're using your mind. You have a choice, positive or negative or neutral. Positive or negative. You want to worry, you're using it negatively. And when we do that, our life experiences are also going to be negative. So Ernest is going to say, use it positively. You'll have a better life. He also says that it's feeling separate from spirit. I had said that worry leads us to a place of control, of thinking, I'm the one who has to fix this. I'm the one who can change it. That's it. There's no other source of guidance or intelligence. And Ernest would say, oh, no, no. You've got an infinite reservoir of ideas, of energy, of light, of guidance right there inside of you, accessible to you. So when you're feeling that, knowing that, we call that oneness with spirit. When you know that, then you're positively using your mind. And you're also incorporating a greater field of energy and wisdom and information that can help you so you don't have to worry and you can navigate easily through life. So my talk title, finally, From Worry to Wonder, From Worry to Wonder. Because this is the place of transformation, I am asking you to consider in your life experience. Should you feel worry in anything that you're doing, anything you're seeing, my advice is move into wonder. Whole different energy, right? Worry, tight. Wonder, expansive. Anything is possible. The face smiles and lights up with the word wonder. Worry, right? See the difference in energy? So when you feel worried, we're going to go to wonder. Okay, don't worry, be happy. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I remember when that song came out, don't worry, be happy. I cannot stand it, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. It's too much. It's too much this energy, then that energy, and I can't deal. I am somebody who needs gentle, move me into it easily. Because if you're saying, don't worry, be happy, I can't get there, I'm stuck, and then I'm like all screwed up even worse than I was before. Because I'm looking at myself going, why can't I be happy? I'm still in my worry. So I'm giving you a different approach. I'm giving you a different approach because some of us, we need a little guidance. We need a little softness. Not worry to happy. I need worry and then let's have a nice guidance, which I call it a bridge. I need a bridge. Anybody like bridges in here? I love bridges. Bridges are great because it's one step at a time, nice and easy. And for me, when it's one step at a time, for me, the outcome is more likely to be permanent rather than just going from this to that and they're too extreme. So we need to build a bridge that will comfortably lead us to the wonder of life that is present, no matter what is going on in life. And we teach that here because there's a lot of life going on. There's a lot of life going on. And what we like to teach you here, and what Reverend William and I, we're like so focused on this. We want you to be able to see your life, see your world, and no matter what is going on in it, not that there can't be a little startle or a little, ooh, what's that? But we like to pull you into the area where you can feel that groundedness in spirit, to really know who you are, to feel that power and presence that is everywhere present all the time and be able to really tune into it and feel it and live from it to guide you so that you're always in an awareness of what's there to support you. And so this bridge, to me, is what leads us from the worry comfortably over to knowing that truth. So the bridge, it begins with accepting what is. Oh God, we always have to accept, right? Yeah, we got to. We got to accept what is in our life. We cannot turn away. We accept it, we see it. I'm not owning it, but I get it, I see it. So that's the first step on the bridge. Second, catch ourselves if we're starting to, what the word is, catastrophizing. Anybody do that in here? I've done it. I've done it many times. You know, we think the worst case scenario. And, you know, my family was all into that. So I learned that young, that this is what we do. We go to worst case scenario and just pile it on, pile it on. But I learned that that's not good. That didn't make any difference. Why? Better to be positive. But we got to catch ourselves. And we're all about awareness in this room. Awareness is so good because when you're aware of what you're thinking, how you're reacting to life, you can do something about it because once that's unconscious and it carries you away and it isn't positive and life-affirming, when you can catch yourself in that catastrophizing state of mind, you can stop. Not that it will be easy, but you can stop because you're aware. So the more you can catch yourself, the more you can move out of the worry. And entertain other possibilities. Well, what do you think about that? Oh, all of that worst case scenario might not happen? Really? Seriously? I love that, though. What if? What if my mind is wrong in saying that the worst is going to happen? What if? 99.9%, no, I'm going to just say 100%, my mind, what it's telling me is not what's going to happen when it's a catastrophe situation. Anybody else have that experience? Usually it's not. Usually it's not. So here we go. So what if? So here we go, the bridge, accepting what is. Okay, I got it. Not going to catastrophize. Will catch myself if I'm going there. And now I'm going to go to a whole new energy. What if? What if another possibility that's amazing and wonderful happens? Can you just feel your energy changing around this? It's what it's about. So Tony Robbins says, stop worrying about what can go wrong and get excited about what can go right. Do we go there? What can go right? Not that often when it's really disturbing. But it's good for us to shift and say, hey, there's another possibility. Yeah, I get where my mind's taking me, but there's a whole other possibility. What can go right? And I have this whole thing, I've talked about this, that I believe in a collective consciousness, and that the more of us in this world that are concentrating on possibilities of what can go right, the more of us that are doing this, we are going to see that. I think that's the power of consciousness. So if we all start seeing what can go right instead of what can go wrong, I think amazing things can happen. Actually, I know amazing things can happen for all of us. So the antidote for worry lies in strengthening our faith. That's really where it all lands, strengthening our faith in spirit or in the universe, whatever you want to call it. Strengthening our faith that there's something bigger, there's a greater power, like the Tao teaches us, this greater power that is creating through us, as us, this greater power that coordinates all these elements of the universe to bring life to be life. To believe that there's something more than just our little selves trying to figure out everything, something bigger, something much bigger that we all are, that flows by means of us, that's there for us when we open ourselves up to it. So we need to know without a doubt that the universe provides all we require to thrive. That's a huge thing, and I know that's very challenging for a lot of people to believe, right? A lot of us have been taught, it's up to you to figure out how to survive in this world. Things don't grow on trees. What? Money doesn't grow on trees. Well, fruit does. But to really understand and have more of awareness of the bounty of life that is everywhere, the bounty that we believe is spirit expressing. To know that without a shadow of a doubt that that is true, that worry doesn't have a chance. I love this quote from the New Testament. Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And this really means, this was from the Sermon on the Mount, and it really means that people get off your worry horses and trust in spirit. Look at nature. It takes care of itself. Are the lilies of the field worrying? Are they wringing their hands because they don't know if they're going to have rain or if the soil's going to have enough nutrients? No, they're just doing their beautiful thing. And I love that. We could take note of what is being said about the lilies of the field. They are not worrying. They are just knowing that they are receiving whatever they need to thrive and be healthy. And we too can do that. We have it inside of us. We just have to turn that on and believe. So how do we restore our trust in spirit? Through wonder. And so I created a little, what do they call this? Where it's one word and the letters stand for something. I always forget it. An acronym for wonder. So wonder, W, wow. Wow. Recognize how the universe shows up in your life. Anybody out there, if I were to ask you, how have you seen or have you ever seen the universe just wow you in your life, to drop something in your life when you least expected it that was like either a miracle or a demonstration? Hands up. Okay. All right. So most of you. For those of you that did not raise your hand, open your eyes. Do a life review, and I'll bet you find at least one thing. At least one thing. So we want to get in the wow energy of seeing how the universe or spirit or God, whatever you call, we want to see and recognize, wow, it does show up. O is for oneness. You're not alone. None of us are alone. I understand the feeling of being lonely when you feel like you don't have enough people in your life. I get that. But look around you here. Look at all these people here. Even when I am like alone in my home, and I got the cats running around, I never feel alone. Well, they're who they are. But I never feel alone because I know I'm interconnected with everybody on this plane of existence and other planes as well. So to really understand, You can never just be this isolated being. You are so connected with other people. And knowing that, doesn't that restore some sort of understanding that you're part of something really big and really powerful? Something that you can't get away from because you are in a family of life here. Always connected, always there to support you. And now live in the present moment. When we are living in worry, we are not in the present moment. We're in the past, we're all over the place, to be quite honest. So if you live in the now moment, and I would say let's add a little gratitude to that. Add a little gratitude, this now moment, the wonders of the now moment. I got friends, I got life, I'm healthy. You know, I live in a place where it's so beautiful, a little hot right now, but that's okay. But the now moment, to anchor in the now and turn off the past and stop futurizing, be in this now moment, that's going to present you to something wonderful. D, divine delays. Got to address the divine delays, right? Because we always have this expectation. This should be happening in this way on my timeline. Oh, good luck with that. That's all I have to say. Good luck with that. Sometimes it works, sometimes not. But understanding, we always say divine right action and order is always at play. So when I see what I think is a delay, and I can say, wait a minute, divine right action and order is happening here, I'm going to hold back. I'm going to hold back because I know there's an orderliness. There's an orderliness to what's manifesting. You know, I have told many of you that when I was about 20 years old, I had an idea that I wanted to go into spiritual support for people. And I wasn't ready at that moment to go into that at all. It took 30 years later for me to get there. That might have been a divine delay. But now looking back at it, I realize it wasn't the right time. And I know many of you have seen that in your lives too, where you expected something, you said it has to be now in this way. But when it didn't happen, and it did happen in its right way and right time, you realized, oh my God, it couldn't have happened any other way. This does happen in life, and we can understand that, our faith strengthens. Realizing there's a divine right action and order, a divine intelligence that is just bringing our life to the places of the heart that we want to live into. So E, elevate your consciousness, always a good idea. Always a good idea. You know, when we can bring our consciousness up, and we can do it through so many different things, we offer many opportunities for you. Reverend David's class is one. Sunday service, another. You know, the drum circle, all kinds of things where we lift you up to be able to experience what it is to not, as Reverend William would say, you're not in the ditch anymore. You're up here on a mountaintop, and you're feeling really good. That's an elevation of consciousness. When you can get to that place, and I know sometimes it's hard to live up there. We fall down and back up again. I know, that's life. But the more we can get into that elevated state of consciousness, the more we're going to see the divine pattern of everything in life. And R, last but not least, R, release, let go. We always have to hold things so tightly and mess with it. We got to release and surrender everything to Spirit and just watch the magic happen. It's an important part of our life to release. It's our last step of prayer, what we do. I release my word into the law, and it is done. Because, man, I can't figure out how to make my life work right at all. I leave it to Spirit. I know what I want my life to feel like and be like, and I just leave the how to Spirit because it always delivers. So when we can release and let Spirit do its work and watch the magic happen, boy, does that not restore your faith? And so that's why I teach you, go from worry to wonder. Go to wonder, a much better energy, much better energy. I love this. I can't wait to see how the universe is going to work this one out because I don't know. It doesn't look good. This is the magic of the child, right? That childlike anticipation and excitement about life. A lot of us have lost touch with that because I'm telling you, this one doesn't worry. This one doesn't worry. It's just excited to see what's next, what's possible. And so to me, if you can say, if you're going through something and it's just feeling funky, say to yourself and lift your hands up, I can't wait to see how the universe is going to work this out. Yeah. So my last slide is this. Don't use your energy to worry. Use your energy to believe, to create, trust, grow, glow, manifest, and heal. Because your energy is your energy to use as you like. Nobody can tell you how to use it. It's up to you. And so what I'm teaching you today is to choose a better way for yourself. Stay out of the worry. Go into the wonder and let your life transform. Let your energy transform so that you can be healthy, happy, and joyful all of your life. Thank you. No.
I'm hot. That's a mic term. That's not a physical term. Anyway, Dr. Dale, thank you so very much. Worry to wonder. Isn't that a fabulous message for today? So now this is the time of our service where we allow that wonder to be placed into our baskets, to allow this facility, for this center to grow and prosper, to spread the message of love and wonder, like three little birds. So as you grab and place your tithe on your heart, with love and compassion and wonder in the forethought of our frontal cortex, as we're getting into scientific terms, let's have fun today and allow this energy that we have on our heart to go from that heart chakra and be spread upon this valley and beyond. Allow us to say these words together. Next slide. I offer this gift with joy and gratitude and receive freely and give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center. How wonderful. Let's do this.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my hope. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love. God is my love. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Oh, thank you all so very much for your wonderful contribution to this center. This money, this energy that you have placed in this basket today goes out throughout this valley. This is the source that allows us to change lives one heart at a time. There are people in this community whom we've never met. They may be online, but yet they heard something today to cause a spark of change, to allow that worry to come into wonderment, to live an expressive, expansive life. So all of us here are so very grateful for your generous contribution for this center to teach love and prosperity, to cause wonder to come into the consciousness of all here. So let us say these words together. We bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is Spirit in action. As this currency flows through this center and beyond, it blesses many lives, including my own. Thank you all so very much. And so there's other, we have our potluck today, everyone. That is so wonderful. So not only being fed spiritually, but we're also being spiritually fed here as well. But what that also means is we also have our sound immersion this coming Friday. So everyone who is capable, willing, and strong, please let's move our chairs off to the side. This section right here in front of the bookstore does not get touched. It's only these 3 sections here that get moved and placed along the wall. So as I do our closing prayer, I do so in gratitude, allowing Dr. Dale's message to allow that wonder to become expressed through action. I allow my mind to open up to possibilities, to answers that may have been locked deep inside of my heart. I allow my heart chakra to open, allow it to see. And so we go forth this day knowing that Dr. Dale's message resonates with each one of us. And as we go out this week, we spread that love and compassion and joy for this life. We expand upon this idea that Spirit is everywhere all at once, and that we are in control of our own lives. There is no worry here. There is just the wonderment of life expressing what's next. And so as I call this service to a close, I do so in gratitude, with joy. I am deeply humbled to be able to be up here to talk in front of each and every one of us, allowing us to share this love, this divine ideal that we are one, that we are all part of that one grand life in this universe, that we express love daily. I am without words. And so with that, I lovingly release my word as law to the law, and together we say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you all so very much. Let's go have fun.
People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train. The next stop that we make will be England. Ooh, top of the morning to ya. Tell all the folks in Russia and China too. Don't you know that it's time to get on board and let this train keep on riding, riding on through. Oh, people
All over the world, join hands,
start
join a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands,
start
join a love train,
love train. I love you, brothers, over in Africa. Tell all the folks in Egypt and other places too. Please don't miss this train at the station. 'Cause if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you.